Good morning friends, welcome to the pre-market view. Yesterday we saw both the Nifty and the Sensex were up in the vicinity of 0.54 and 0.6% respectively. However, we are seeing the larger action these days is in the mid-cap indices and the small-cap indices, and they are tending to outperform the broader indices. Mid-cap index was almost up 0.8% yesterday, while the small-cap index was up 1.2% yesterday. What we are seeing that from today, it is an important development as EPFO is allowed to invest to the tune of 5,000 to 6,000 crores in equities via UTI and State Bank ETFs. So this is positive development for Indian equities, and as it is likely to have a long-term repercussions in terms of flows. Foreign investors were net biased to the tune of 448 crores in cash market, while they were in the futures they were net long to the tune of 598 crores, while DIs were net sellers to the tune of 198 crores. In terms of global indices update, the Dow was marginally down. However, Nasdaq was outperforming and was up 0.6%, while S&P 500 was marginally up 0.3%. In terms of Asian market, what we are seeing, Nikkei is up 0.6% at this point in time, while the Hang Seng and the Shanghai index were marginally down. Friends, SGX is 10 points down, so suggesting we might have marginally weak opening in the morning sessions. Friends, now let's have derivative update.
Good morning friends, we'll give an analysis on derivatives. In yesterday's market, we have seen Nifty opening up with a positive bias despite mixed cues from the international markets, and have seen opening up with a gap up of around 20-30 points, and thereafter we have seen it holding its positive gains throughout the day, as market breadth remained positive throughout the day, mainly due to gains in information technology sector, which was the outperformer in yesterday's trade. And except banking stocks and banking sectors and metals somewhat, we have seen buying interest in almost all these sectors, and due to which we have seen Nifty closing with a half a percentage gain at 8592.65, just below 8600 levels. And yesterday's presentation we did mention that 8600 could act as a crucial resistance in the market, and has acted some kind of resistance. While in open interest terms, we have seen a 4% addition in open interest, that is a good amount of long positions was been built up by market participants in yesterday's trade. However, cost of carry have been more or less same at 4.78%, while put call ratio have been higher. In line with the market going up by around half a percentage, we have seen 4 basis point increase in put call ratio from 0.92 to 0.96 level, indicating significant amount of put writing and put build up has been seen in yesterday's trade. And volatility index have been inched lower by around 1% from 14.83 to 14.67 levels currently. And the options activity, major build-up was seen in put option, that is at the money and slightly out of the money put option was quite active and has seen significant amount of addition in yesterday's trade. While in call option, we have hardly seen any build-up. Majority 8600, 700, 800 call option have seen and build up of only 5%. So initially in today's trading session, the activity of 8600 call option would be quite crucial, and unwinding in this strike price may further trigger an upside in the market. So watch out for the activity in 8600 call option. While in put option, significant amount of build up was seen in 8600 put option, which is a positive sign for the market, has seen an addition of around 38%. While 8500 strike price has seen an addition of around 28% in yesterday's trade. However, for the highest base in put option, it continues to get 8200 strike price, while in call option 8800 strike price remains as the highest in terms of open interest. There is only one securities in bank period for today's trade, that is Antec Auto. FIs have been net buyers in yesterday's trade and have seen forming a good amount of long positions, especially in index futures. There were net buyers of around 598 crores, and the open interest of FIs in index futures went up by around 2.5%, indicating long build up by them. Index options, there were net buyers of 439 crores, while in stock futures there were net buyers of 227 crores, in stock options net buyers of 37 crores only. 5 days we have stands at 8550 with a lower range at 8550 and higher range at 8675. 6 Nifty is trading a bit flat to negative, that is around 9.5 odd points negative. at 8583.50, indicating some kind of negative opening can be expected in the starting of the trade. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Now, friends, I'll be sharing with you all trading ideas for the day. The first trading idea for the day is Ramco Cement. Current market price is 359. Ramco Cement's Q1 profit jumps 167% and comes at 95 crore approximately from 35.5 crore last year. So this is a very strong set of numbers. Action to be taken is long Ramco Cement. Stop loss is placed at 351 and will be targeting levels of 377. The next long idea for the day is Reliance Infra. Current market price 427. The Himachal Pradesh government has agreed to allot 960 megawatt Jangi Thopwan Pawagiri Hydel project to Anil Ambani's Reliance Infrastructure Limited. This is a positive development happening for Reliance Infra. Action to be taken is long Reliance Infra. Stop loss is placed at 418 levels. We will be targeting levels of 435 and 440. Friends, next long idea for the day is Infosys Limited. Cognizance yesterday announced strong set of numbers and it has also raised guidance and says that it is expected to deliver at least 12.33 billion in revenues, that is 20% Y-on-Y growth. So this is likely to have a rub-off effect on all IT companies. Also, Infosys is likely to build a new product solution under Michael Ray and eyes a 20 billion revenue by 2020. So this is positive development happening at Infosys. So action to be taken is long Infosys. Stop loss is played at 1064 and we will be targeting levels of 1110 and 1130. The next long idea for the day is Siemens Limited. Current market price is 1495. Siemens third quarter results came yesterday. It was better on both top line and bottom line for because of cost rationalization process. The net profit jumped 13 times on year-on-year basis. So action to be taken is long Siemens. Stop loss is placed at 1470. We will be targeting levels of 1530 and 1548. Now friends, short idea for the day is Federal Bank. Current market price is 68.45. South-based lender Federal Bank has said that its two accounts totaling to 200 crores which are under stress may be turned into a non-performing asset. So this is a negative development for Federal Bank. Action to be taken is short Federal Bank. Stop loss is placed at 71. We will be targeting levels of 65 and 62. Now friends, we will be moving on to news update front. The Union Cabinet today approved hiving of 65,000 towers of state-run telecom firm BSNL into a new company. The move is expected to help the company to realize the full valuation potential of the towers. Fund from Aviva investors said on Wednesday it is opposed to a USD 2.3 billion plan by Vedanta Limited to buy up minority shareholders in Kane India as the deal failed to deliver sufficient value. Maruti Suzuki launches its premium crossover S-Cross at 8.34 lakhs. First products to be retailed via the Nexa channel. It is a specifically premium delivery outlet which is launched by Maruti Suzuki. L&T has sought shareholders not to raise up to $600 million, that is approximately 3,200 crores, through issuing securities to meet capital requirement of growing businesses. The company requires adequate capital to meet the needs of growing business. FSSAI thrashes all clear reports to Maggie from Goa and Mysore Labs. This is maybe sentimentally negative for Nestle. Airtel to go for basic ADR listing to woo US investors. This makes a positive read-through for Airtel, Bharti Airtel Limited. Mitsubishi L&T wins steel plant order from Steel Authority of India. EIH, the company that runs hotel under the Oberoi Trident brand, on Wednesday said it has sold its 4-acre property in the Darjeeling in West Bengal for 11 crores. BPCL hopes to nearly raise its refining capacity to 50 million tons by 2021, a 60% increase from the current refining capacity of 31 metric ton. Now friends, yesterday few companies had declared their numbers. JB Chemicals came out with a result. Its total non-income increased 8.2% Y-on-Y basis at 284 crores versus 262.6 crores seen last year. Snowman Logistics come out with a little bit weak set of numbers. Its net profit plunged to 5.5 crore versus 14.2 crores seen last year. Brigade came with a strong set of numbers. Its net profit jumped to 24.3 crores versus 6.6 crores seen last year. Bata India, on face of it, it looks the numbers are good, but however it has other income components, so the numbers are not that actually good. Net profit came at 92.2 crores versus CNBC poll of 64 crores. Now friends, important results which are going to be declared today. Motherson Sumi System, expected PAT is 257 crores. Cummins India Limited, 126.5 crores. Tata Global Beverages, expected PAT of 101.4 crores. Arvind Limited, 94.4 crores. JP Infratech, expected PAT of 66 crores. Bajaj Electrical, 15 crores. 15.5 crores, sorry. Praj Industries, 6.6 crore. And Fortis Healthcare expected to post a loss of 9.6 crores. Now stocks with positive and negative bias. Stocks with positive bias are Bharat Forge at 1250, Syndicate Bank at 102, and Tata Steel at 263. Now stocks with negative bias are Tata Motors at 378, Arvind Limited at 310, and Hexaware at 283. Now stocks for investment which can be suggested for long term, which can be suggested to long term investors is Hero Motocorp at 2660, Torrent Pharma at 1480, Axis Bank at 580. Ultratech at 3219 and Infosys at 1068. Friends, that's all from Advisory Desk. Have a wonderful day ahead.